Alright, so welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, 80 Summer 44. So today, I want to talk to you guys about Croatia won, Brazil won, and Croatia wins on penalties. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Now, I did tell you guys that one of Brazil Argentina wouldn't make the semis. Now, I predicted originally it would be Brazil Netherlands. I predicted Argentina would exit. And I knew that one of the two would advance. I knew one of the two wouldn't advance, just because it was so good to be true that we were just not going to get it because it was so overhyped and everyone was picking it. But it turns out it was Brazil that actually missed out. And I gotta say, man, Brazil were so good in the day. They were fantastic on the day. And some would argue that Brazil should have won this game. But at the end of the day, it's not about should. It's about getting it done. And Brazil just failed to get it done. And one of my big issues I have with Brazil, and I think a lot of people are not discussing about them, is that they're very, very wasteful in front of the final third. Yes, they have a lot of goal scorers in the team. You have Neymar, you have Rafinha, you have Vinicius, you have Gabriel Jesus. I know he's injured, okay, but still, Neymar, etc. But the thing about Brazil is that they miss a lot of chances, one-on-one chances in particular. And even in games where they're very, very good in, they still miss a lot of chances. I mean, look at the game against Serbia, for instance. I know it's Serbia, and I know they finished bottom of the group, but they should have won that game by a bigger margin, you know? And look at the game against, like, let's say, Cameroon. They should have scored in that game. One of Brazil's biggest issues is that they just cannot score enough goals in the final third. Obviously, a huge credit has to be given to Vikovic. I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong. Let me see if I can try to pronounce his name right. Let me look here. Let me see if I can pronounce his name right because I know it's probably a name that I'm not pronouncing right. So let me go ahead and I want to get this pronunciation right because we need to give him appreciation. So Livakovic. There we go. I think I got the name right. Livakovic was excellent today. For me, man of the match. He was fantastic on the day, making save after save after save. He made 11 saves in the game. This is a guy that's 27 years old, playing at Dynamo Zagreb. I can assure you that after this World Cup is done, one of the big clubs in Europe is going to make a move for him. He's going to make a big move, guys. And another player I want to give a shout out to was Jurnovic. I thought Jurnovic was excellent at the right back position. He was fantastic. He was making defensive challenges like that. And once again, another player that can make a big move. Obviously, Modric was also really good today. Brozovic was really good. Kovacic as well. Perisic, Lovren, Vardiol was excellent. And you could see how Croatia is a team that's just never going to give up attitude. Like, they have that never say die attitude. And that's what you have to give appreciation to, is that Croatia is not an easy team to play against. As for Brazil in this game, man, the amount of chances they scored in this game, especially Neymar in particular, Rafinha, Vinicius Jr. Neymar for me today was very underwhelming, despite him scoring on the day, was still very underwhelming. Richarlison as well should have done better, didn't do much in this game. Paqueta almost scored as well, and Brazil were just really rampant on the day. The first goal came in the 105th minute when Neymar opened the scoring. It was a great assist there from Paqueta. And I think for Brazil, I think what they should have looked in this game is that why did they bring on Fred and Alex Sandro in the second half? Making these defensive changes was so odd. And I feel like Tite with his changes today was actually a bit skeptical. Like, Anthony didn't really bring much. Rodrigo was, not really effective. Pedro as well. He left out the likes of Martinelli. He left out the likes of Bruno Guimaraes. And I just think that for me, this was very costly. Fabinho as well. And then extra time happens, and then Pekovic equalizes from a great pass from Orsic and takes a deflection off Marquinhos. I know there's a lot of criticism from Marquinhos in the day because he should have done better there. But at the end of the day, it's just, one little mistake there. And then it goes to penalties. And I just don't understand why on the earth did Tite select Rodrigo to take the first penalty for Brazil. It just doesn't make sense. He's a young player. I haven't seen him take penalties much for Real Madrid in general. And the fact that he took a penalty in this kind of stage was always going to be costly. There's always a chance you can miss, right? And the fact that he missed his penalty was agonizing. You have to give credit to, at least they did score two penalties. Casemiro, who else scored? I believe. Who else scored their penalties? Casemiro scored and Pedro scored. And for Croatia, man, a lot of the penalties were straight down the middle. Modric, Orsic, Vlasic, Meher. Modric, I think Meher, I think it was Orsic. Orsic barely scored his, I think. And then Marquinhos, right at the end, he hits the post. And Brazil, man, they're eliminated on penalties. And you have to give credit to this Croatian team because they were the massive underdogs coming into this game. And the fact that they were able to pull through on penalties just shows how strong their fortitude is, their mental attitude is. And I think you have to give a huge shout out to their coach Dallich. He's done a fantastic job with this team. And these boys are now in another semifinal and could potentially, I say potentially now, could make back-to-back World Cup finals, which will be quite insane. And for Croatia, man, this is another impressive achievement. As for Brazil, it's a huge letdown. What will Neymar now do? He's going to be devastated. And for me, this was the perfect time for Brazil to win it. And once again, guys, Brazil deficiencies have come into play. I feel like for me, a lot of things have to be questioned. Like, I think Tite has to be questioned. I think some of the Brazilian players should be questioned. I think substitutions should be questioned. And I think some players just have to look at this and say, yeah, we really messed up. And we could have had a Brazil-Argentina. And as much as I wanted to see it, maybe it's actually better that we didn't see it. So, obviously, we never know to this day, and we'll never have the matchup indeed. All right, now for this one. Argentina, man. Argentina. They proved me wrong. They proved me wrong. Now, I wasn't completely wrong, though, with my analysis. I did predict the Dutch to score 2 goals, and I did say that there will be a consolation goal right at the end from Argentina, but it was actually kind of the reverse. Argentina scored 2 goals, and Netherlands, you got to give credit to Messi. Messi turned up today. Messi was fantastic on the day. You know, getting the assist for Molina goal was excellent. What a pass that was from Messi to find Molina there. And then the second goal, man. And from that point on, Argentina were just rampant. They were creating so much pressure on the Dutch. Netherlands didn't really have much to offer. And Argentina were just so good in the day. Like, they were creating chance after chance. Noper making save after save. And then obviously the second goal came in from obviously Lionel Messi from the penalty spot. It was a challenge. I believe it was made from Dumfries. I think Dumfries made that clumsy challenge. I believe was it on... I forgot who made that challenge. I think... it was Dumfries. I think it was on Montiel, I think. Or was it... let me see right here. Yeah, it was Dumfries that made the challenge. And Acuna. It was a right decision. A very clumsy challenge. Shouldn't have made that challenge. Messi makes it 2-0. And you're thinking to yourself, okay, Netherlands, what are they going to do now, right? Right, and you have to give credit to Louis van Gaal, though. He made a brilliant substitution, bringing up Depay, who had a stinker of a game. Depay didn't even do much in this game. Brought in Weghorst, and this guy changed the game with a brilliant assist from Berghuis. Berghuis cuts a great cross for Weghorst, and Weghorst makes his glancing header to make it 2-1. And at this point, I'm like, okay, the Dutch are back in this. And then once I saw the referee add 10 minutes to the game, I knew that the Dutch will do something. They're going to make things interesting. And then once again, man, what a brilliant free kick that was. Shaping and shoot. Koopmeiners instead rolls the ball next to the wall while Weghorst takes a touch before sliding the ball into empty corner to make it 2-2. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my god, we are level. We are level. And I got to say, man, the referee on the day was horrendous. I thought he was trash. I'm going to say this right now. I don't like this referee. I hated this referee even in La Liga. I don't even know why he's in the World Cup. I forgot. I think it's Mathieu Lajos. He gave away a lot of yellow cards for the likes of Otamendi, Pazzella, Messi, Montiel. I think Montiel is actually not booked. He will miss the semifinal clash, I believe. Yeah, actually, it's not Montiel. Who's gonna miss the semifinal? Is it Montiel? I could have sworn. Wait, let me see. I think it's Acuna. Acuna's gonna miss. Acuna's gonna miss out. Yeah, Paredes got booked. Pazzella got booked. This was a very feisty encounter. The Dutch also did get some yellow cards. Depay, Bergwijn, Timber, Dumfries. And then from extra time onwards, man, already were just hounding on. They were trying to get that third goal. Noper makes some really good saves right at the end to make it level. And then obviously, I think even Netherlands had some opportunities right at the end. Argentina were basically defending for their lives in extra time and regulation. And then penalties happen, man. Penalties happen. And I got to say, man, Van Dijk missing his first penalty was like, wow. The captain missed his own first penalty. Then Berghuis missed his. Then Messi, Paredes, Montiel, Enzo Fernandez misses his. Koopmeiners, Weghorst, Luke de Jong. And then Lautaro Martinez scores the decisive penalty to send Argentina through to a World Cup semifinal, in which they'll be playing Croatia. So it's going to be interesting, the Argentina-Croatia game. Obviously, I'll get more thoughts on the coming days. Probably drop the preview for that. Probably Monday. I think I'll drop that on Monday. I think I'm going to drop that Monday, maybe Sunday. One of the 2 days. And I think the semifinal will be on Tuesday. I think I'm going to drop it on Sunday. I think I'm going to drop that video on Sunday, guys. So stay tuned for that. And it should be a good game. It should be a good game. Argentina, Croatia. Argentina's looking for revenge for what Croatia did to them in the last World Cup. And now one of the two is going to be in a World Cup final, guys. Who would have predicted that? Who would have predicted that? So for Argentina, man, huge win. I think for Lino Scaloni, though, I think he did mess up with substitutions. I don't think he should have brought Pazzella on in this game. I thought that was a bad substitution. Also bringing on the likes of, Tagliafico, I didn't think it was a good one. I think Di Maria was a good substitution. Paredes, I thought wasn't really a. I thought Paredes was good, but I don't think Pazzella and Montiel should have came in my opinion. So it is what it is. He got the job done, and I think for the next game, man, RG just cannot start with Pazzella. RG shouldn't start with Pazzella. That guy was terrible, man. He almost cost them the game with the stupid fouls he made on the Dutch players to give them that advantage. So it's a huge win for Argentina, man. And like I said, they'll be playing Croatia in the World Cup semifinal, which will take place Tuesday, December 13th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time for a place in the World Cup final. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video, guys. Remember, guys, if you're new out here considering that, subscribe. I like this video, did enjoy. Comment down below if there's any talking points I missed, because there probably is. And yeah, that's going to be it for today. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.